Welcome to Education Without Borders. Today we want to study something about the different education systems. Remember, this is Education Without Borders, but in a traditional, conventional system of education, in many systems, there is a curriculum that is a structured system. And these are the systems we want to ask ourselves, what are they? Because we all have gone through any one of those systems. In any country, the government of the day comes up with the policies and they license different education systems. And depending on the type of environment and the people or the citizens in that country, there can be very, very many types of education systems, different. There could be American system, we know there Australian system of education, there is a British system of education, and there is, of course, Kenyan system of education. And I want to talk a little bit more about the Kenyan system of education. From independence in 1963, remember Kenya is a former British colony, so it inherited predominantly the British system of education. And all the way from that time, independence, post-independence, even prior to independence, the system was by and large based on the British system. Indeed, we used to hear of examinations being referred to as Cambridge school certificates. And I know very many of our leaders today in this country say that they went through that system. Even the retired leaders and many of us are familiar with Cambridge school certificates, and which changed now to the ordinary level certificate, Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, that is sat after 4 years in secondary school. And this is the system that I want us to talk about because, as you will see, there's something that comes out very strongly about that system. In all these systems, if you look at them closely, they are usually the pros and the cons. We want to look at the pros. What are the strong points? Everything has a strength and a weakness. I want to look at the strong point of the former British system of education that was used in Kenya. And in this system, one could sit an exam after Form 4, which was also referred to as O-levels. And then, depending on their choice, they could either proceed to college to train for the market, for industry, depending on their preferences, or if they proceeded on with education, they expected to go to Form 5 and 6, which was also referred to as advanced level or A level. And there was an examination after that A level, which was called advanced level certificate. And in this advanced level, Form 5 and 6, there were two systems or two thematic areas. One could either enroll for arts or sciences. The arts, the liberal arts, history, geography, there were subjects like housecraft, art, and so on. And the sciences were, for example, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and one could choose three, at least three. There are some schools which allowed 4 main subjects, and these main subjects were referred to as principal subjects. And over and above the principal, one was doing 2 other subjects which were referred to as subsidiary. So for you to say you have done very well in advanced level or A level in that system, one used to say, oh, I passed with 3 principals and 2 subsidiaries. Or I passed with 2 principals and 2 subsidiaries. Or 1 principal and one subsidiary. And most of the courses at the university had their cutoff, and people after A levels proceeded to either colleges, tertiary education, universities, and so on. And I want to again highlight the subsidiaries. You may ask yourself, what is the use of subsidiary? Why can somebody just do the mains, the major subjects, and leave the subsidiaries? I want to give an example of one of the subsidiary subjects that was taught in the area, for example, of the sciences, was general paper. In this general paper, for example, if you are doing mathematics, physics, and chemistry, you see those are sciences, or biology, chemistry, and mathematics, or whichever combination that the school offered. The subsidiary subjects, one of them was general paper. And the general paper was actually compulsory. And looking back, I would say I found general paper, because I went through this system, this was the most interesting subject. And up to now, I feel that this is a subject that every student ought to take, irrespective of whichever system they are, whichever system of education they are in. There are great, great, great benefits in general paper. We'll be back to explore more about what this general paper I am talking so further about was all about. This is education without borders. Don't go away, we'll be back. Thank you for keeping it there. We are talking about the systems of education and the general paper. In the general paper, that was general, just as the name implies, it was a general paper. In this paper, you were expected to learn especially current affairs. What do I mean by current affairs? Let's pause for a moment and ask ourselves, if you were to take the general paper today, GP, because that was how it was abbreviated, what is the current affair today? So what is trending? What is in the market? What is it in the market that maybe if I was to teach a general paper, what is it that I would be talking about? I would be talking about what is trending, and what is trending today is the digital transformation, artificial intelligence, the politics also. General paper also was handling politics. In the general paper also, there were other subjects, there were other areas. For example, how to write a summary, how to report, how to prepare yourself for an interview. That was really very important. And therefore, I hope you can see where I'm getting to. Where I'm getting to is that we need to introduce a form of a general paper or general subject, because this is the subject that prepared you for life, to be able to fit into the job market. I repeat, for you to be able to fit in the job market, the conventional subjects, the pure maths, pure physics, pure chemistry, where you are told a line can only be drawn with a ruler, yet we know in real life you can still draw a line even without a ruler. That is what general paper does for you. It prepares you for real life. The real life is not ideal, it's not perfect. We live in a world that is not perfect. We strive to be perfect, we strive to do the best we can, but the environment, it may not necessarily be perfect. Therefore, general paper prepares one for life, to be able to fit in the job market, to be able to fit in the society. I would like to compare general paper with a bowl, a very beautiful round bowl. If you could have very beautiful, very well polished, very, hard, and very functional bolts, you need to have it fit into a round hole. If you try to fit it into a square hole or rectangular hole or oval hole, it will not get in. And therefore, I want to propose here that general paper is similar to trying to get a round hole for your beautiful bolt or your very hard steel bolt to get in and hence be functional. Therefore, I would like to pose some food for thought for parents, because parents are the ones who decide for their children the kind of an education system they want them to be in. Ask yourself, is this education going to help them fit into the society? It doesn't matter whichever country you go to, there is a society, there is a labor market. Are you being prepared to be sharpened intellectually using the core subjects, the curriculum, what you're taught by the teachers? But at the same time, are you being prepared to be able to fit into the society and into the labor market and be a useful member of the society? I think this is where the gap is. The subject called general paper should be taught, even if not formally, but strive to get general knowledge. Strive to be streetwise. Strive to know what really makes somebody fit into the society. I'm proposing general paper, which was done as a subsidiary subject at advanced level school certificate during the earlier years, before the mid-80s in the Kenyan system, was a golden subject. This is education without borders. Keep watching, keep learning. Let us be round boards fitting into round holes. Thank you for watching, and we shall be back.